Hello, everyone. Today, I want to share a small piece of my sermon from this past Sunday, June 21st, where we were looking at the question, where do I start when you're looking at a life of faith, when you're looking at connecting to God, when you're looking at trying to live your life in a new way that carries the values and the morals and the worldview that draws you to believe in something greater than yourself, which I would argue is a great definition for any walk of faith. I wanted to highlight that I feel like we are all puzzles. Have you ever put together a puzzle? You get one of those puzzle boxes and you dump all of the pieces out, and some people sort the pieces by color, some people by color and size, some people put all the straight-edged ones over here. Everyone has their own way, right? And the idea is to take all of these little jigsaw puzzle pieces and put them together to make a beautiful picture. And in the same way, so is our life of faith. We are holding puzzle pieces inside of us that are parts of our faith, our experience with life and death and everything in between. And we use those to put together this jigsaw puzzle of our faith to make a beautiful picture. But it's not that easy, because in order for this metaphor to work, I've got to throw in there that you don't have all the puzzles you need to finish your beautiful picture. You get what I'm saying? Have you ever tried working on a jigsaw puzzle and you get all the way to the end and you're missing a couple of pieces? Oh, it's so frustrating. Maybe you even have a couple of extra pieces in there that you don't need that belong to some other puzzle. It's like somebody snuck into the spiritual game closets in our minds and switched around everybody's pieces. And where that leaves us today is I never know when sharing my witness, sharing my testimony, when sharing my story of faith is going to contain a little piece of the puzzle that you need for your life of faith. And in the same way, you never know when you're sharing your witness, your testimony, your experience with God, which I personally define as talking about what God has done for me that I cannot do for myself. Time and again, you may share a piece that to you seems insignificant or old hat or yesterday's news, but will be vital in helping me to complete my beautiful picture of my faith. And we're in this together. We're all exchanging puzzle pieces as we share the stories of our lives. It's crucial. It's important. We are all made in the image of God. And as a result, when you share from your life experience, you are showing me but a sliver, a view of one way of understanding God, just like I experience over and over again with everybody that I meet, like you experience over and over again with everybody that you share stories with and who shares stories with you. So, share your story, right? They are puzzle pieces that other people will need. Ask other people about their story. They have puzzle pieces that you will need. I know this is easy to say and it's hard to do, right? Because they teach you, don't talk about sex, religion, or politics. Well, I'm here to tell you that there are safe ways to find safe spaces to talk to other people about faith and religion, life, the universe, and everything. Simply think about someone who you respect, someone you admire, perhaps someone who you look up to, who has characters and qualities and traits and substance to their life that you admire, that you might like to have an experience with for yourself in your own life. And sit down with them and say, could you tell me about your life of faith? Or, hey, I've recently started praying and I was wondering, how do you pray? And just have a conversation. It is wonderful. Now, some people won't want to talk to you, and that's fine. But I'm talking about reaching out to these people who are truly your spiritual siblings, who really are cut from the same cloth and yet have a very diverse and unique journey. And all of our journeys can speak to each other. Because in doing that, in the sharing of the stories, there is this birthing of the holy and the sacred. The Holy Spirit announces its presence in the truth that is discovered there. Hearts will be filled. Healing will be experienced. I believe this with all of my being. So, we're asking, where do I start? Maybe we should be asking, what's your story? My name is Pastor Rob, and this is our 5-minute meditation. Holy Trinity Community Church, together, we are the difference.